It's a girl. Baby girl, if I had $1 for every time I sat sobbing, wondering, when will it be my turn? Why am I so alone? Will someone rescue me? Bill Gates will have nothing on me. But these won't be your questions, because I will teach you to rescue yourself. My name is Belkis Clarke-Mitcham, and I empower women to rescue themselves by overcoming past hurts and the trauma and turning their passions into profits so they can have more time doing the things they love with the people that they love. Let me tell you a story about a young girl. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess, and she had skin the color of sun-kissed coffee. She lived in a small castle perched on a cliff overlooking the tranquil, shimmering Caribbean Sea. At night, she crept out onto the porch, lowered her slender frame into the hammock, and gazed out into the night. The gentle lapping of the sea at the shores soothed her troubled thoughts for a minute. Tears would wash high cheekbones as she whispered, "Somebody, please help me." As she sobbed, she tried to block out the images of hands that would touch her and rob her of her childhood. But that night, and in the years to come, no rescue came, and the darkness persisted. The years crawled by, and that whispered desire became her litany. "Somebody, please help me." One day, she met a man. How many of you have ever met a man that gave you those delicious shivers? I see you. Finally, her prince to rescue her. So she gladly accepted his proposal and said goodbye to the castle on the seashore that had become her prison. Unfortunately, her fairy tale turned into a nightmare. And her prince, no Prince Charming, no knight in shining armor. Mentally and physically abused, she felt ashamed. Financially trapped, she lacked the resources to make a proper escape. Psychologically bereft, she felt she did not deserve better. Spiritually empty, she felt abandoned. Once again, she found herself desperate for an escape route. That girl was me. And here is how I rescued myself. My nun-prince divorced me, and I was devastated, but I persisted. And I found me a good husband now. But I got to that place where I realized I had a decision to make. I don't know how many of you have ever been in a place where you had a life-altering decision to make. I realized I had to decide, do I sit in my misery or do I rescue myself? I opted for rescuing myself. I went on an adventure of self-actualization and overcoming trauma. I read more than 100 books. I had the counseling, did the coaching, listened to the podcast, and got educated. And then one day, I realized that there were many women like me waiting to be rescued. Women who wanted to leave a hurtful past behind or a present situation that was not what they truly desired. But they did not know how. So I answered the S.O.S of women. My knowledge was the sword that cleared the path for myself and others. My purpose was my armor. My passion was the horse that took me forward. And the rallying cry was, "You can rescue yourself." And then from across the globe came a responding echo. How? 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 So let me tell you how. S.O.S. Self-actualization, opportunities, system. Firstly, self-actualize. Abraham Maslow stated that what a man or woman can be, he should be, they should be. That is self-actualization, the realization of your full potential. Environments may socialize you. Experiences will influence you. But before experiences and environment, there was an innate potential within you waiting to be developed and exhibited. You are more than your experiences. 2, opportunity. When you realize your full potential that you've got within you with all your unique attributes and skills, you are not going to want to live a life other than what you love doing. You deserve the opportunity to exhibit what is in you and what you were truly designed for. So you got to make use of those opportunities and grab them when they come to you. You will not be satisfied pretending so you can be accepted, and you will not be happy doing what you've been told, trained, or socialized to be. But you will recognize the opportunities of turning your passion into profit, so that you can have the time to do the things you love with the people you love. And thirdly, systems. When you have the opportunity, when you realize how many opportunities there are for profiting from your passion, you are going to embrace that with your arms, your legs, and everything else within you. And when you do realize that profiting from your passion is a valid, viable option, you are going to want to say, okay, this is it for me. But you will then need to put in place the systems that take it from an idea to a successful business. You see, life is like a tapestry. And we are the threads that run through that tapestry. We each have our unique space. But when we spend our life filling the spaces of others, doing what they want us to do, living how they want us to live, then our space remains empty. Our potential remains untapped and unfulfilled. And nobody's coming to your rescue because they are happy that you're living the life that they want you to live. And that is when you've got a decision to make. Do you sit back and wait to be rescued? Or do you rescue yourself and set yourself in your space in the tapestry of life so that the essence that is uniquely yours and the impact that only you can make would be released and unleashed? So consider this. When you have lived your life for everybody else, who will be left to live yours?